amazing. You guys are amazing. The size of this crowd is amazing. Over 100,000 people standing for life, for women, and for children. So I love everything about the slogan, Save Them Both. Mostly because I have been both. My mother became pregnant with me when she was 19 years old at the University of Texas. And it would have been very easy for her to buy into the lies that I was just a clump of cells and that my life was invaluable. It probably would have even been viewed as the responsible choice to make. But my mother, who is an amazing feminist and my hero, knew that my heart was already beating. I already existed. And so even through difficulty, she chose life for me. She was able to do that because she had an amazing support system. Now, my life wasn't easy, and 16 years later, I actually continued this cycle by becoming pregnant with my son. This was something where I knew better, I knew how hard it was. But again, I knew that that beating heart was its own person. I had my body, but this was a body inside of my body. And I remember very vividly the feeling of wanting to rip my stomach off of my body and run away from it. A woman facing a crisis pregnancy is so susceptible to buying into the lie that abortion will solve everything. We have to be there in the midst of that chaos with hope and love and support. That is how women are going to choose life in Ireland. Laws are important, but above anything, abortion must be unthinkable. It must be unfathomable that we would ever use violence against our own children, especially as feminists. Because for far too long, women were treated as property themselves because they didn't have the power and the status. They were a lot of times voiceless. We cannot pass that same type of oppression down to our children. We must use our liberation to fight for them and to fight for their lives. Now, as we were walking over here, it was gloomy and rainy, and as we turned the corner, the sun broke through the clouds. And I was walking with a brilliant woman named Jenny Bell, who I just met, and she got so giddy, and she pulled out this sunflower, which she gave me. She said that it symbolized so much to her because the sunflower has the seeds that will create future sunflowers within it. And I got to tell her one of my favorite scientific facts, which you guys might not know, but when a female fetus is in her mother's womb, around 6 months, she actually begins to develop the eggs that will become her future children. So that means when a woman is pregnant with a female child, she is actually carrying a little bit of a future generation of her grandchildren. The power that women have to birth the nations is amazing, and we will not be told it is a weakness or a liability. We will be told, and we will believe that our liberation comes from our ability to create human life.